Tally welcomes you all to another series of Tally knowledge session. This time with CA Pankaj Deshpande sir, who is our decorated speaker in the entire CA community, I would say, not only in West but entire India. Today he is going to share his experience and how to optimize Tally Prime's capabilities for your day-to-day working in audit, tracking various vouchers, okay, exploring go-to features, data analytics and reports using Tally for your compliance management. So before we proceed, allow me to introduce Pankaj Deshpande sir to you. Just hold on. Yeah. So Pankaj Deshpande sir is a practicing chartered accountant in practice since 2002. He is a qualified information systems auditor and specialized in the area of accounting systems. He is a founder partner of Ghate Deshpande and company, chartered accountants. He has conducted tally and accounting training of various chartered accountants, CA students, service tax commissioners, income tax commissioners, business fraternity at various locations from Mumbai, Delhi, Kanpur, Madgaon, Hyderabad, Vizag, Bhubaneswar, Trivandrum, Kolkata, Nagpur. So these goes to show the reach and the spread that he has among the diverse community, both geographically and the segment wise. He has conducted various faculty development programs of ITT and advanced ITT faculties of ICAI. He has also designed and written content for official study material of the ICAI of India for intermediate ITT and advanced ITT course. He has delivered lecture for students as well as for the faculty of ICAI through live webcast. He has recorded training videos for faculties of the Chartered Accountants of India. He has conducted training for on behalf of the ICAI. He has conducted faculties trainings for faculties of orientation, GMCS course on the behalf of ICAI. He has also developed a comprehensive office management software along with mobile application. Training has been his passion through and through as a profession, and has conducted more than 3,000 hours of training since last 12 years. So needless to say, he brings with himself a plethora of experience, and the next 1.5 hours is going to be enriching. So before I hand over and request Pankaj sir, just a message to all the participants. There is Q&A in the chat box below. तो आप Q&A की मदद ले सकते हैं क्वेश्चन आंसर लेने के लिए. बीच बीच में when Pankaj sir would like to take them, he will take it, and of course at the end we will be taking Q&A again. Along with this, you can also mention your feedback or anything in the chat box. But आपके सवालों के लिए please Q&A use करिएगा so that we will have better track of it. So having said that, let me invite and request Pankaj sir to take over. Pankaj sir, if you will please, the platform is all yours.
Yes. Thank you very much, Janak ji. This is my first experience as a speaker on Tally Forum. I have been in this field since last many years, around 10, 12 years. I am attached with Tally, but fortunately or unfortunately, I don't know what to say. I could not deliver any lecture from the official platform of Tally. So I am very much glad today, glad as well as happy that I am delivering my first ever lecture on Tally from the official platform of Tally. I have delivered lectures on Tally at variety of forums, but this is my first ever experience with Tally people. So officially, I am a Tally speaker now. So
The
thank you
pleasure
very
is
much.
all ours. Pleasure is all
Yes.
ours.
So thank you very much, Janak ji. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Tally, whole the Tally team. So today we are going to discuss exploring. Our topic for today is exploring Tally Prime for chartered accountants. What is there for chartered accountants as far as Tally Prime is concerned, and what can be done with the help of Tally Prime? Basically, just I would like to make it clear that basically the Tally software remains the same. The features in Tally software remains the same. Tally Prime and Tally ERP9, there are certain changes. Definitely, there are certain changes in look and feel, in menu style. There are certain changes, but fortunately, the features of Tally, the user friendliness, the simplicity is kept intact by Tally as it is. Rather, it is increased to a great extent. There are certain features which are really useful, just like GoTo, which we are going to discuss very soon. So let us start the session. I am sharing my screen with you and we will start immediately. So exploring Tally Prime for CAs. So I know all of you are excited to listen about Tally Prime. Tally Prime was a buzz since last many days. Tally Prime is coming. Tally Prime is coming. This was the news. Now we have some of you might have seen Tally Prime, already seen it. Some of you may experience it for the first time today. So what is there in today's session? Let me explain. What is today's agenda? First of all, we are going to discuss something about data security and user management. This is a very less talked about issue as far as chartered accountant people are concerned. Secondly, we are going to discuss tips and tricks for audit. Third, tracking changes of voucher. You can track changes of voucher. Fourth is data analysis. There is a difference between data analysis and data analytics. Data analysis, in case of data analysis, you may use telefeature or you may not use telefeature. And lastly, making use of GoTo. This is the agenda given to you, and I am going to discuss the same agenda with you. Making use of GoTo. GoTo is a very good feature introduced by Tally people in Tally Prime. So let us start discussing it. So before we discuss anything, let me show the live demo of Tally Prime to you. This is Tally Prime software. I hope my screen is visible. Janak sir, is my screen visible?
Yes, Pankaj sir, pretty much.
Participants, if you are facing any type of problem, just let me know through chat box. If my voice is not audible, screen is not visible, whatever it may be. I hope my voice is audible and my screen is visible to you. Is it so?
Yes, Pankaj sir. So participants, if any of you are facing any issues or something, please let us know. Pankaj sir, everything is okay.
Yes. Actually, I could have delivered this lecture from my home also. I was not feeling well yesterday. So this session was little bit doubtful. I told Janak sir also that I don't know whether I will be able to conduct this session. I was planning to deliver this session from home only, but I decided to come to office. Now I'm sitting in my office and delivering this session just because of internet connectivity. In my office, I have taken the 100 Mbps optical fiber line. So I hope there would not be any type of internet issue in the lecture. So let us start. This is Tally Prime screen. The basic and the foremost change that has been made by Tally people is that this select from drive. When we start Tally company, we can just browse just like Windows. This is Tally Prime. When we go to my computer, D drive, inside D drive, there may be variety of folders. The same type of activities, same type of actions can be taken with the help of this Tally Prime. It is not available, rather it was not available in Tally ERP9. It is again one of the very useful and user-friendly feature. It is a feature which increases the use of handling, the ease of handling of Tally software. Let me show it to you. Create company is given here. Select remote company, specify path. If I select here, I can specify the path, or I can ultimately go to select from drive. I am going to select from drive. I am going to E drive. Then I am going to this Tally ERP9 folder. These are the folders in my computer, in my hard disk. I am opening it and I am opening this data folder. Inside data folder, there are certain companies. So as soon as I go to this data folder, I am getting all the complete list of companies. I can open it and I can start operating Tally software. So my company is getting opened and now I can start working on it. So this is select from drive, a very useful, very beautiful feature introduced by Tally, much needed, and it is again one step forward towards user friendliness. Tally, as we all of know, it is a very user friendly software, rather it is the most user friendly software, and now once again Tally people have increased the user friendliness. So this is the Tally Prime screen. I would like to know from you, how many of you are viewing this screen for the first time? Just let me know from chat box. How many of you are viewing this screen for the first time? Just type me, in case you are viewing it for the first time.
Shaunak ji has written is viewing for the first time.
Yes. So probably he is the only one person who is seeing this screen for the first time. All other participants must have seen it earlier, because Tally has done a very good effort in reaching to the masses through such online programs. So
So,
yes,
there is one little secret between the forum and me, Pankaj sir. Okay, this is our secret. A lot of people from this forum have been our regular attendees. And
okay.
तो कहीं ना कहीं से उन्होंने प्राइम देख ही लिया होगा सर.
यस यस यस, चलिए बहुत खुशी की बात है, टैली प्राइम इन्होंने देखा है, मतलब यस आई एम आल्सो सीइंग दिस स्क्रीन फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम, हितेश पोपट. ओके, नो प्रॉब्लम, चलिए बहुत बढ़िया. सो ऑल ऑफ यू आर टैली यूजर एंड ऑल ऑफ यू आर एंथुसियास्टिक अबाउट टैली, हेंस यू हैव सीन इट अर्लियर. मतलब आपने ये सॉफ्टवेयर पहले देखा, इसका मतलब आप बहुत एंथुसियास्टिक है टैली के मामले में, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. चलिए, तो सबसे पहले हम शुरू करते हैं. हमारा जो पहला पॉइंट था, फर्स्ट पॉइंट वाज टू हैव डेटा सिक्योरिटी एंड यूजर मैनेजमेंट. So data security and user management, many of us know, many of us don't know what is this data security and user management, but I have seen in general that chartered accountants do not bother to use this type of data security or user management in their own office. Their clients may use it, but they do not use it, or they do not bother to know about it. They may know it to some extent, मतलब उन्हें ये पता होता है कि ऐसा कुछ तो भी है, लेकिन ये खुद के ऑफिस में होना चाहिए ऐसा उन्हें लगता भी नहीं है, और उसका ज्यादा वो लोड भी लेते नहीं है. तो मेरा ये कहना है आप सभी से, ऑल ऑफ यू आर चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट्स, दिस इज एन अर्निंग अपॉर्चुनिटी फॉर एवरीबडी, एंड इट इज नॉट ओनली अर्निंग अपॉर्चुनिटी, प्लीज रिमेंबर, इट इज अगेन सर्विंग द क्लाइंट, because you are ensuring data safety and security for your client. Your client will be more than happy if you get it done for himself or herself, that is your client. You can definitely charge to your clients for this type of service. So after the end of this session, I would like to request all of you to prepare a list of your clients who are using Tally currently and where you can set this security control. So let us move ahead. I am showing you something. Security and access control, please remember, it both goes hand in hand. Security and access control will always go hand in hand. So we will be discussing both the issues simultaneously. For this purpose, I have created a simple, very small case study for your easy understanding. Let me show it to you. What is it? There is an organization where there are certain persons. Karan is a CFO. Karan is a CFO. He is at the topmost position in the organization. Shahrukh is manager, accounts manager. Shahrukh is accounts manager. There is one more accounts manager. His name is Amir. So under Shahrukh, there is an accountant named Disha. Disha is an accountant. And under Amir, there is one more accountant. Kiara is an accountant. And under Amir, there is a accountant, Tiger. And Alia is a data entry operator. So this is the organization structure. There may be variety of users, but for the sake of simplicity, I am just taking these six users. So we will be creating a security and access control for these 6 users. There is one more person called as auditor who uses the accounting system. There may be some other persons who may use accounting system, that is Tally software, but for the time being, let us consider that there are 7 users in Tally. So we have to create these users in Tally. How we can go on creating it? Let us go to Tally screen and let us start. Now you might have done this activity before in Tally ERP 9. Now Tally people have changed certain menu style. Now if you press Alt F3, it is opening the list of companies. Earlier on Gateway of Tally, when we used to press Alt F3, what we were getting, we were going to company, then there were certain menus like security control or split company data, like that, company alteration view. So here you cannot press Alt F3 for this purpose. Now let me shut this company, and after shutting the company, we will create a new company. I am going to create company, and I am creating a company now. Exploring Tally Prime for CA's mailing name. This screen, the color of this screen is changed, but the contents of this screen remains the same. Just certain text have been changed. Control user access to company data. Earlier it was use security control. Now it is control user access data. There are certain chats. Samir Kaswala, what is resources or way to learn Tally in best manner? Tally is excellent software, but we know little. Samir ji, you have accepted this, that you know little. It is a very big matter, big issue. Many a times people do not accept that they need to learn. It is very good sign. You can contact me after the session. I will let you know how you can learn Tally in detail and you can go ahead and Tally. Sir, please explain the use of marked vouchers from auditor's perspective. There are multiple times Tally data exchange between auditor and clients and both are working simultaneously. Yes, Samirji, I am going to answer this question. This is included in our session. It is already included. I am answering this question. So control user access, and let me tell you that I will be more than happy if you go on asking me questions. If you are typing something in chat, I am going to answer each and every query. Don't worry, 100% of the queries I will be trying to answer. Sometimes it may not be possible that it is quite possible that I do not know the answer. In that case also, I will take certain time, certain amount of time, but definitely I will attend each and every query. Hi sir, Rajendra Mithari here. Okay, Rajendra ji, good morning. Good afternoon, sorry. Chal, let us start. Again, this is control user access. I am setting it to yes. Username and password, for the sake of simplicity, I am just typing A, enter, and accept. This is how the company is created. Colors are soft and soothing colors in Tally. Now, earlier it was a little bit bright. Now it is soft and smooth. Now there is a change. Whenever you create the company, immediately after creating the company, Tally takes us to F11 screen. Earlier it was not so. Now Tally is taking us to F11 screen and Tally is asking us to set features in Tally. Hitesh Popat says, sir, first share your knowledge with us. Thereafter answer our question. Okay, no problem. So if you wish, you can change here or you can check it later also, no problem. Doesn't matter. Chill. Enter, and I am accepting. I am not making any type of change. By default, GST is on. Please remember, in this setting, by default, GST is on. I am pressing just enter, and accept. So I am creating the company. My company is created. The company is created. There are certain changes as far as menu is concerned. For example, earlier here there were menus like accounts info and inventory info. Now there is no separation for accounting masters or inventory masters. Accounting and inventory, both types of masters, are mixed by Tally. Create, alter. So if you select this menu create, you can create accounting masters as well as inventory masters as well as statutory masters. All types of masters are mixed in one particular menu for creation. Similarly, alteration menu is given where you can alter either accounting master or inventory master or statutory master. Here we are not using payroll master. Had we been using payroll master, it would have appeared here. So any type of master creation or alteration, there are only two menus, not separation with from the angle of accounting masters or inventory masters. So chart of accounts, what is this chart of accounts? Let us go inside this chart of accounts. Accounting masters, groups, ledger, voucher types, currencies, budget, scenarios. Inventory masters, stock groups, stock items, stock categories, units, godowns, etc. So many things are given. Basically the menu style is changed. We were discussing about security and access control. So let us come back to the point, that is security and access control. Here I cannot press Alt F3 to go to security control. If I press Alt F3, it is opening list of companies. So what I need to do? I need to go here, company. On top side, there is a menu bar. Earlier also it was there, but the menu names and buttons have been changed by Tally. Now inside company, there is an option create, alter, change, select, shut, change user, change password, users and password, user roles. So let us go to this users and password. I am going to users and password. First of all, let everybody be the owner. First of all, let us create all the users. So Karan is the first user. For the sake of simplicity, I am ignoring password. You should not ignore it, but for the sake of simplicity, I am ignoring. Karan, then Shahrukh, then Amir, then Disha, Kiara, Tiger, and Alia. So these are the users. I am creating the users. All the users are created. All the users are created, but I have not set any type of security or access control for them. What is allowed for a particular user and what is not allowed. I have forgot one user to create. I am going to again company this, then users and password. Inside users and password, I need to create one user as auditor. For the time being, I am setting the security level as owner only. Now let us try to set the security level. Let us come back to this screen, PowerPoint screen. So these are the users: Karan, Shahrukh, Amir, Disha, Kiara, Tiger, and Alia, and one more user, that is auditor. So these are the different users in our Tally company. Now what to do? We have to set the security level. Now let us go to once again go to this company, Alt K, and let us go to user roles. Now the menu names also changed. By earlier it was types of security, now it is user roles. Menu name have been changed by Tally. Now we need to create one security level for one level of user. First of all, let us understand what are the levels of user. This is data entry operator. This is the level. At present, there is only one data entry operator. There may be variety of n number of data entry operators in our company, and in that case, we have to apply this security level to all the users who are in this particular category. So this is one level. Accountant is second level, manager is third level, CFO is fourth level, and auditor is fifth level. So we will be creating 5 different levels. Let us create first level, data entry. Data entry is already there in Tally, so we cannot create it. Data entry operator. So if we wish to use the same data entry, here we can go and we can open it. But inside this, there are certain settings done by Tally. If we wish to use it as right from zero, fresh, so we can create a new security level. Let us say operator. We are creating a new level operator. Use basic facilities of, let it be owner. Days allowed for backdated vouchers. Now this question, I am asking you this question. All the participants are requested to answer this question. Days allowed for backdated voucher. What it should be? How many days we should allow for backdated access to a person who is at the level of data entry operator? Just let me know through chat box. डेटा एंट्री ऑपरेटर हमारे बिजनेस में है, उसको हमें एक्सेस देना है बैक डेटेड एक्सेस, तो हमने कितने दिन का देना चाहिए डेटा एंट्री लेवल पे? ये अंकुर पखारिया टू ऑल पैनलिस्ट 0 days, सतीश सारडा 0 days, रमा महाजनी 0, शशांक देशपांडे 0, बी माहेश्वर रेड्डी 0, गिरिराज सिंह 0. Okay, very good. All of you are chartered accountants, hence you know it. Yes, normally it should be 0 or ideally it should be 0. Umesh Nandiwale 1 day. Berhane T Hadgu 7. Okay, no problem, sir. It depends on your need, your style of working, but ideally it should be 0. Please remember, ideally it should be 0. Practically many a times it may not be possible for you because of your nature of business, style of business, but ideally you should move towards 0 days, because once a data entry operator is doing his work on a daily basis and he is completing his work on a daily basis, why he need to go back? उसे पीछे जाके एंट्री करने की, फ्लैशबैक में काम करने की क्या जरूरत है? कोई जरूरत नहीं है. तो आइडियली इट शुड बी 0, बट फॉर द टाइम बीइंग आई एम सेटिंग इट टू 7 days. ठीक है, थोड़ी देर के लिए मैं 7 days डाल देता हूं यहाँ पे. There is one more question here, cut-off date for backdated vouchers. I know you should not go in detail. It should be checked by one, verified by two, payment authorized by authority. Hitesh Popat. Okay, this is something different. What you are talking about, it is a voucher approval system. So we are not talking about voucher approval system. Currently, we are talking about security and access control. Cut-off date for backdated vouchers and days allowed for backdated vouchers. There are two options here. What is the difference? Many times, many people do not understand what is the exact difference. Let me explain it to you. What is the basic difference? Days allowed for backdated voucher is 7. What does it mean? It means that the data entry operator person will be allowed to record a transaction which is a backdated transaction up to 7 days. लेकिन ये 7 दिन गिनना कहां से, ये मेरी समझ में नहीं आ रहा अभी. ये गिनना कहां से, कहां से गिनना इसको? जो लोग टैली यूजर है उन्हें ये पता है, लेकिन जो लोग बहुत डिटेल में टैली यूज नहीं करते हैं उन्हें ये पता होना चाहिए, इसलिए मैं बता रहा हूं. चलिए, हाँ, जो लोग ये जानते हैं चलिए फटाफट बताइए मुझे कहां से गिनना है इसको. विकास बाहेती, यस, लास्ट डेट ऑफ एंट्री, राइट विकास सर, यू आर राइट. डेट ऑफ लास्ट एंट्री आपका टैली स्क्रीन के ऊपर डेट ऑफ लास्ट एंट्री आपको मिलता है, तो वहां से ये गिनेगा. सो किसी ने गलती से डेट ऑफ लास्ट एंट्री जो है, मतलब एक एंट्री गलती से आगे की डेट में कर दिया, फॉरवर्ड डेट में कर दिया, तो वहां पे फिर ये वहीं से गिनने वाला है. अतुल जाजू, अतुल जी, आई हैव अनम्यूट यू. अतुल जी, you can talk to me if you wish. You have raised the hand. Okay, doesn't matter. So we were talking about cut-off date for backdated vouchers. Cut-off date for backdated vouchers, what it should be. यहाँ पे मैं आपको बताता हूँ days allowed for backdated vouchers, मतलब date of last entry से ये गिनेगा कि कितने दिन पीछे जा सकता है. और यहाँ पे please don't take questions in between as flow is disturbed. Okay, Satish ji, I respect your opinion. Let us move ahead. So please remember, cutoff days allowed for backdated vouchers 7. Cutoff date for backdated vouchers is, what is this? Let me explain what is it. Basically, ये जो हमने ऊपर 7 दिन लिखे हैं, it means that data entry operator will be able to record a backdated vouchers up to 7 days. But those who are into internal audit, or if you are filing GST returns from Tally, then what we need to ensure, we need to ensure that once we freeze the data and we file the GST return from Tally, there should not be any change in the data. Because if there is any change in the data, if somebody is recording the transaction which is a backdated transaction, what it will, what will be the effect of this change? Because our GST return data will get disturbed and GST return will not match with accounting data. So there should not be any change. So what you can do, you can type the date beyond which nobody would be allowed to go. So here I am setting the days allowed for backdated as 7 and cutoff date for backdated vouchers is 31st October. Now what will happen if the date of last entry, let us assume that it is 2nd November. Let us assume that the date of last entry is 2nd November. I have given the access for 7 days backdated voucher, 7 days backdated access. So in this case, logically, a user should be able to go beyond 31st October 20 also. But as we have freeze the data, hence, even if you are allowed to go back for 7 days, still you will not be allowed to go back because you have freeze the data and you will not be allowed to go back beyond this particular date. मैं एक बार आपको फिर से समझाता हूं. अगर आप इंटरनल ऑडिट में हैं या फिर आप जीएसटी रिटर्न फाइल कर रहे हैं, किसी भी कारण से अगर आपको मंथली डेटा फ्रीज करने की आदत है, आपके यहाँ पे सिस्टम है, तो यहाँ पे आप हर महीना खत्म होने के बाद जब भी आपका डेटा फ्रीज हो जाएगा तो यहाँ पे आप डेट टाइप कर दीजिए। यहाँ पे आप जैसे डेट टाइप करेंगे, किसी के पास भी कितना भी बैकडेटेड एक्सेस हो सकता है, किसी के पास भी कितना भी बैकडेटेड एक्सेस होगा, तो भी वो ये तारीख के पीछे नहीं जा पाएगा। सो दिस इज द यूज ऑफ कट ऑफ डेट फॉर बैकडेटेड वाउचर्स. I am currently not typing anything here. Set alter rules oblique set oblique alter rules for print before save. यहाँ पे मैं yes करता हूँ और yes करने के बाद आप देखिए यहाँ पे क्या ऑप्शन आ रहा है। यहाँ पे ऑप्शन अलग अलग आ रहे हैं। ऑल वाउचर टाइप्स, यहाँ पे आप चाहे तो एक आधा वाउचर सेट कर सकते हैं, जैसे मैंने ले लिया कॉन्ट्रा और यहाँ पे ले लिया ऑल. If you are creating sales voucher from Tally and if you are printing sales voucher from Tally, in that case it may happen that your accountant or cashier or billing clerk, whoever he or she may be, may create a voucher. He may take a printout of the voucher, he may give it to your customer, he may take the cash and he may escape the voucher without saving. This is possible, hence you must do it, you must set it to yes, and you must set to yes, and preferably you should set sales voucher here. Sales voucher, all types of sales vouchers must be included here. No sales voucher should be printed unless and until it is saved. Once it is saved, you must have control over deletion also. So for the time being, I am setting it to no. Let us go ahead. Now here you can set so many things. Let us say alter or create oblique alter accounts master, create oblique alter inventory masters, create oblique alter payroll masters, then create oblique alter backdated vouchers. So these are the facilities which are disallowed for this particular security level. I am not allowing anything. Automatically everything is allowed except which is specifically disallowed. So I have created one security level. Let us go and create one more security level. Let us go to user roles. I have created a security level operator. Then let us go to accountant. Let us say 15 days. Accountant may have access to backdated vouchers for 15 days. Cutoff date, let us ignore it. Now let us go to this create alter masters, accounts masters, create alter inventory masters, create alter payroll masters, backdated vouchers, create alter. This must be set. Please remember, you should not forget this. Now once again I am going to this company, then user roles, accountant, then manager. Use basic facilities of owner. Manager may have access for 30 days. Let us say 30 days. Now manager should or must have facility to create ledgers. We have disallowed the facility for ledger creation or master creation at the lower level. This facility must be prevented. Please remember, nobody should be able to create ledger very easily. Even if you are working in a small organization, still you must have a proper control over master data creation, because all types of mismanagement, frauds, mistakes, errors start from master data only. Please remember. So we should not prevent here ledger creation. Now one thing we must do, that is full access to or create alter backdated vouchers. Now let us ignore right hand side. Now one more thing, alter K. Let us go to user roles. Now one more user, that is CFO, owner, CFO may have access to 45 days. Let us say 45 days. CFO will not be having any type of control except backdated vouchers. And lastly, we must set one more thing. One more thing. What is that one more thing? Let us go to user roles and auditor. Auditor is a person who will be having complete access over all types of data, but limited to view purpose only. He may check each and every data, he may check each and every voucher, but he should not create anything, he should not alter anything. So how we can set? Here in case of auditor, days allowed for backdated voucher must be 0. So what an auditor need to do? Auditor need to check the data. So create alter vouchers. Create alter vouchers. This must be prevented for auditor. Create alter voucher, then create alter masters. All types of masters we must prevent. Create alter payroll masters and create alter statutory master also. So all type of create alter option means master data or transaction data must be prevented. Creation or alteration to master data or transaction data must be prevented for auditor. All other facilities will be on for auditor. I am pressing enter and I am accepting it. So now we have set the security control. Now what to do? Now what to do? We must assign this security level to respective users. Let us go to get company. Let us go to users and password. And Karan is a CFO. Let us make him CFO. Shahrukh is a manager. Then Amir is also a manager. Disha is an accountant. Kiara is an accountant. Tiger is also accountant. And Alia is operator. And auditor is an auditor. So let us set the security level for auditor. This is how we can set the security level completely in Tally. Now, please remember, whenever in Tally, whenever, before I explain this, let me take you to the live demo. I am shutting this company. Now I am opening this company, exploring Tally Prime. Now I am opening it from the ID of Alia. Enter and accept. Let us see how the screen of Alia looks. Inside create option, inside create, there is no ledger creation, there is no stock item creation. Let us go to alter. Inside alter also there is nothing, there is chart of accounts. Let us go to this ledger. Alia can view it. Only view is available for Alia. No creation, no alteration is available. So what Alia can do? Can Alia record a transaction? Talia can record a transaction, but ledgers are not created. So let us try to create a ledger. Can Alia create a ledger? This is again a new feature, new menu introduced by Tally. Very beautiful and useful option. Earlier, what we used to do, we used to press Alt C whenever we create a ledger. But for those who do not know the Alt C shortcut key, now Tally has given the facility. Now this particular create button, create option is visible on screen itself. So if any ledger is not created, the create option is available. You can go here and create. No access allowed. So here Alia cannot create a ledger. So what we need to do? First of all, let us shut the company. Now once again open the company from admin ID. Admin can create the ledger. Let us go and create the ledgers. I am creating ledger as rent under indirect expenses, salary, indirect expenses, commission, indirect expenses, then State Bank of India under bank accounts. Let us quickly create certain ledgers. Let us create a ledger capital under capital account. So I have created the ledgers. I am shutting the company. Now I am opening this company once again. Exploring Tally Prime. Now I am opening it from the idea of Alia, from the idea of Alia. Vikas ji, you can talk to me.
Sir, in Tally Prime, there is no need to shut the company. We can directly change, na?
In Teleprime, there is no need to.
Shut the company, we can directly change the user.
Yes, yes, that is available in Tally. Yes. What is your question? Do you want to ask any question or you want to
No, no,
express?
I was just adding to that.
Okay, 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 no problem. So we were discussing something. Let us go to this Tally screen. So this is ID of Alia. Now what Alia can do? Let us go to vouchers. Can she create a voucher? Yes, she can create. Let us go to receipt voucher. Let us select cash, and inside cash there is select capital. Let us say capital introduced in business. I am creating this voucher. Now once again I am creating a voucher on 1st of May. Cash capital 2 lakh rupees. Sorry, 2 lakh. Now let us go to 1st of June. Cash, then again capital 3 lakhs. Now this date of last entry, please remember, date of last entry is displayed here 1st June. Now Tally will calculate the days allowed for backdated voucher entry from this particular date. Let us check whether Alia can record a backdated voucher. I am going to this voucher again. I am pressing F2 for date and I am setting the date as 2nd April. 2nd April, let us check, can Alia record this transaction? 2nd April, let us say 50,000. No access allowed. This access is denied because date of last entry is 1st June. So Alia cannot record a transaction beyond 7 days. Security and access control is a very big topic. We can go on discussing so many things regarding this security and access control. By and large, I have given you certain a broad view about this particular thing. Now let me tell you something about passwords and toothbrush. Do you find any similarity between password and toothbrush? You can talk to me in chat. You can express your views in chat. Swati Kolte, personal thing. Sukanya Halyal should not be shared. Yes, very good. Password and toothbrush, what is the similarity? There are two types of similarity in password and toothbrush. One similarity is answered. I am waiting for second similarity. Just let me check the chats. First similarity, password and toothbrush should not be shared with other. Yes, Ankur Vakharia, you have answered it correctly. You must change the toothbrush as well as password, both. आपको पासवर्ड भी लगातार चेंज करना है और टूथब्रश भी बार बार लगातार आपको चेंज करना होता है. 2 महीने में 3 महीने आपको टूथब्रश चलेगा, उसके बाद चेंज करना चाहिए आपने. So if there are any questions regarding this particular aspect, that is security control, you can ask it to me right now, or we can go ahead with next point. Are there any questions on security and access control? One more thing before you ask the question, let me tell it to you. Alia is who is Alia? She is a data entry operator. Should we allow Alia to see our profit and loss account? Is Alia needed to see profit and loss account? No, not at all needed. So we can prevent view of profit and loss account to Alia. How we can prevent it? Just let me show it to you. I am shutting the company and I am opening it once again from the ID of admin. Every time we have to use admin ID to change any type of security and access control. Let us go to user roles. Alia is operator. So what we can do here, we can go full access to profit and loss account. Once we set it, the Alia would not be able to view profit and loss account. I am shutting the company. Now exploring Tally Prime. Now let us go to Alia's ID. Let us check, is Alia able to view profit and loss account? So profit and loss account menu is hidden now. She is not able to view the menu itself. So forget about opening the profit and loss account. Swati Kolte, will the restriction on create alter backdated voucher also restrict the user from deleting the voucher? Yes, very good question by Swati Kolte. Swati ji, in Tally, what you can do, alter access and delete access go hand in hand. When you prevent alteration access, deletion access is automatically prevented. So if you want to prevent deletion access, you can or you should prevent alter access. Alter means opening the voucher. If voucher is not opening, it will not be deleted. So alteration, if you alteration is prevented, the voucher deletion is also prevented automatically. Hitesh ji has okay, let us check. Atul ji, you have asked a very good question. It is a question from by a chartered accountant only. Profit and loss account is seen from balance sheet also. So you have to prevent balance sheet access also in that case. I have just shown you how you can prevent access to reports. This is the way. Balance sheet can be prevented just like profit and loss account. In that case what happens, the user, if you prevent profit and loss account and if you do not prevent balance sheet, in that case the user will be able to view profit and loss figure, but if he presses enter on that figure, he will not be able to view anything. Let me show it to you immediately right now. This is profit and loss account. This is idea of Alia. Profit and loss account menu is not here. I am opening this balance sheet and I am going to this profit and loss account. As soon as I press enter here, I am getting the message no access allowed. So no access allowed is the message. Rama Mahazani, when there is condition of 7 days for backdated entry, Tally should reject the entry at date level. Why the operator should punch full voucher and at the time of saving it denies? Ramaji, your question is very valid question. We should give a feedback to Tally that if at all you want to prevent it in the beginning itself. Why you are preventing us at the end? Means it is irritating us. Actually, you are right. Conceptually or logically, you are 100% right. So let us move to the second point. What was the second point? Tips and tricks for audit. Let us talk about tips and tricks for audit. As far as audit is concerned, in Tally there are so many variety of features available. We can use any type of features that are available in Tally. There are certain specific features available in Tally as far as audit is concerned, and there are certain in general feature. In general feature means which are not specific to audit, but definitely we can use these features for auditing purpose. For this purpose, I am shutting this company and I am opening another company which is having certain amount of data so that it is easy for us to check the result. This is a company. I am changing the period where there is certain data. Now, first of all, let me show it to you how much data is available in this company. Check the number of vouchers. There are 1,800 vouchers, approximately 1,800 vouchers are there, and there are variety of vouchers. So we will be in a position to check the data. Now, as far as audit is concerned, there are two types of audit features in Tally. One is called as quantitative audit and other is called as qualitative audit. These are not the word used by Tally. These are the word used by me only. So you won't find such type of words in Tally. One is called as quantitative audit. and other is called as qualitative audit. What is quantitative and what is qualitative? Let me explain. Quantitative means it is relating to quantity, that is numbers, which can be measured in terms of number is something about quantity, and something that is not measurable in numbers or it is not actually related to accounting data is a qualitative aspect. Let me explain. Suppose I have recorded 1800 vouchers in this company. So I have to audit each and every voucher. If I am doing internal audit, I have to audit each and every voucher. So for me, there are 1818 vouchers for audit. This is something related to quantity. I have to check each and every voucher one by one. Sales के 50 वाउचर है, परचेस के 200 वाउचर है, पेमेंट के 300 वाउचर है, वॉट एवर इट मे बी, आई हैव टू चेक इट. दिस इज अबाउट क्वांटिटी. Second thing about quantity, that the amount should be correct, date should be correct, debit credit should be correct, narration should be correct. Ab narration is not a part of your reporting, but still it should be correct. तो हर वाउचर की एंट्री सही होनी चाहिए और एंट्री सही है तो ही आपका रिपोर्ट सही आएगा, प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस और बैलेंस शीट सही आएगा. Now let us discuss something about quality. Quality means किसी ट्रांजैक्शन के ऊपर आपने टीडीएस काटना चाहिए था, टीडीएस नहीं काटा. इट इज समथिंग अबाउट क्वालिटी. टीडीएस काटा है, आपको 7 तारीख को भरना था, आपने 12 तारीख को भरा है. You have paid the TDS, you have deposited it with government, but you have delayed the payment. This is about quality. So there are two types of audits available in Tally. I am going to show a quick demo of both types of audit to you. First of all, let us go to this company. Let us go to Alter, and inside Alter there is an option here. What is this option? Enable Tally audit features. If your company is showing no here, if your Tally company is showing no here, make it yes. By default ये नो होता है, तो आपको इसे yes करना पड़ेगा स्पेसिफिकली. तो आप इसे अगर yes करेंगे तो आपका ऑडिट फीचर शुरू हो जाएगा. यहां पे मैंने इसे कर दिया yes, enter, enter and accept. Now this is quantitative Tally audit feature. There is one more aspect that is called as qualitative aspect, where it is I am going to display more reports. Inside display more reports there is an option here, analysis and verification. पहले इसका नाम कुछ अलग हुआ करता था, अभी Tally ने नाम बदल दिया है और अभी किया है analysis and verification. I am opening this. Inside this option there are two menus, data analysis and voucher verification. I am opening this data analysis. अब इसमें बहुत सारी अलग अलग चीजें दी हुई है. ये सारी चीजें तो आज डिस्कस करना संभव नहीं है, लेकिन मैं फिर भी आपको 2-4 चीजें इसमें से कुछ बताऊंगा, जिसके बाद आप अपने लेवल पे ये सारे ऑप्शंस को एक्सप्लोर कर पाएंगे. First of all, let us discuss about quantitative audit. I am going to this display, then statement of accounts, then Tally audit. I am opening this Tally audit. Inside Tally audit there are options, voucher types, masters and users. I am opening this voucher types. Inside voucher types I am getting how many vouchers are entered, that is number of vouchers entered under one particular voucher type. Contra, AV, credit note, debit note, journal, payment, payment and purchase, etc, etc. So many voucher types are there, and how many transactions are recorded here it is given. Now masters, inside ledgers created so far, and out of 833 124 are altered, changed. Now under users, what is there under users? Inside users you will check, you will observe that there are certain transactions entered and altered. These are the two options given. Username is A has entered 137 vouchers and altered 67 vouchers. Similarly, Praful has created, enter means created 269 vouchers and altered 0. Then Apeksha created 820 vouchers. Gauri Khode created 370 vouchers. Pankaj created 329 vouchers. And GP Deshpande C@gmail.com. This is the username. This user has created one voucher. Why this username? Because it is a remote user. This user has created the voucher remotely in Tally. So first of all, so now what we can do, there are multiple users here. I am just showing certain names to you. I am just going opening users and password. I am checking how many users are created here. There are variety of users. So now I am opening this company from the ID of Apeksha. Apeksha is one of the user. Let us create a user. Let us open the voucher from her ID. Just a minute. There are two questions. Till that time, I open the company and change certain things in my user and security control. Till that time, I am answering these two questions. One question is that, can we identify deleted vouchers? The answer to this question is partly yes, not fully yes. You can identify that this voucher was deleted, but what was deleted, what was there before deletion, we cannot check it by default in Tally. If you want to actually have this information with you, what was there before deletion or alteration, then you need to buy a TDL which is available on Tally Shop. You can buy that TDL and you can have a complete track of all types of activities that are happening in your Tally. Who has created a voucher, on which date it was created, if it is altered, who has altered, when it was altered, what was the time, what was the date, what was the figure before alteration, what is the figure after alteration. Each and everything can be tracked very easily with the help of that TDL. By default, it is not available in Tally. Second question by Satish Sanda sir. What is Tally.net user? Tally.net user is a user who accesses the data from a remote location, who is not sitting in our office. Our office is in Nagpur. He may be sitting in Mumbai, Delhi, Kolkata, Bangalore, or even out of country. In that case, a user can access the data remotely. He can create the data, he can alter data, he can delete the data, he can take a printout, he can do anything, each and everything which is possible in local Tally data. Whenever we sit in the office and we operate the Tally, all such type of facilities can be operated from remote location also. And this type of facility, remote login facility, is given by Tally absolutely free of cost. Many of us do not know it. Now I'm opening my company. I am okay, just a minute. Let us create a new user here. Let us create a new user, manager. Let it be manager, and username is Janak. Password, let it be blank for the time being. Now I am shutting the company. I am opening the company once again from the ID of Janak. ABC Private Limited, user ID is Janak, and password was blank. Now this user old password was nothing. Tally is forcing me to enter the password. I have set the simplest password for the sake of simplicity. Now what Janak can do? Janak is going to record certain transactions. Janak is recording the transaction, cash account. This is contra transaction. let us record this transaction. 10,000 rupees is being recorded by Janak. Now what Janak can do, Janak is going to display daybook. He has recorded one transaction. Now he wants to alter the transaction, but currently he do not have any access. Again, let me change the security level for Janak. I am going to bottom. Let the Janak be owner so that there is no restriction. Now once again we have to open the company ABC Private Limited, Janak. Now let us see now whether Janak can open the transaction. Yes, he can open the transaction. This particular voucher was for rupees 10,000. Now I am making it 1 lakh. RP Enterprises credit and cash account debit. This is the voucher. This is the transaction recorded by Janak, and this is the transaction RP Enterprises. This transaction is altered by Janak and this is recorded by Janak. Now what we can do, I am just pressing Alt F1 to shut the company. I am shutting the company. Now I am opening the company once again from the ID of admin. Now I am going to display more reports, then statement of accounts, then tally audit, and inside tally audit, let us go to users. Here we are able to see what type of transactions are recorded by Janak. These are the two transactions, contra and receipt. I am opening this transaction, and here I am getting the name of person who is recording this transaction. Here there is a button here, accept one. I am accepting this voucher. This transaction was recorded by Janak. I am accepting this transaction. Now I know that this was not rupees 1 lakh. It is incorrectly recorded by Janak. Now I am changing this transaction to 10,000. I am making it correct and I am accepting it again. Now this voucher is accepted. Now there are no transactions pending here as I have accepted all the vouchers for Janak. Now let us accept few more transactions also. Let us accept this transaction also. On right hand side button bar, there is a button here, accept one. I can press here, accept one, and accept the transaction. This is accepted. Now once again, let us accept this transaction also. This is actually not a transaction. This is, just a minute. This is a ledger. So I have accepted. Now let us see what happens. Shut company, ABC Private Limited. I am opening this. Sorry, I have to open it from the ID of Janak. ABC Private Limited, Janak. डिस्प्ले डे बुक. अब ये वो वाउचर है आरपी एंटरप्राइजेस वाला जो हमने ऑडिट करके ठीक किया था. ये 10,000 रुपए का वाउचर है. अब हमारा जो ये अकाउंटेंट है ये थोड़ा सा गड़बड़ दिमाग का व्यक्ति है. इसको कुछ तो भी फ्रॉड करना है. तो इसने क्या किया मालूम है क्या, ये 10,000 रुपए का इसने 1,000 रुपए कर दिया और बाकी के 9,000 रुपए घर पे लेके चला गया. तो 1,000 रुपए करके ये निकल गया. 10,000 रुपए करेक्ट अमाउंट था, इसने 1,000 रुपए करके चला गया. इसको लगा कि मेरा कोई कुछ नहीं कर सकता है. लेकिन हमारा जो ऑडिट सिस्टम है इट कीप्स अ वॉच ऑन ऑल टाइप ऑफ चेंजेस दैट आर हैपनिंग इन योर अकाउंटिंग सिस्टम. अब ये जनक ने चेंज किया है, इसे मैं कर रहा हूँ शट कंपनी. शट कंपनी करने के बाद में यहाँ पे मैं फिर से एबीसी प्राइवेट लिमिटेड को ओपन करता हूँ. अब ऑडिटर जो है ये मैं ऑडिटर के पासवर्ड से भी कर सकता हूँ, लेकिन अभी मैं आपको एडमिन आईडी से दिखा रहा हूँ. क्योंकि सिक्योरिटी कंट्रोल सेट करने में बहुत सारा समय लगता है, तो कम से कम समय में आपको दिखाना चाहता हूं मैं. There is certain chat. I know there is a question regarding this. Mohit Dhiman, is possible to maintain accounts on Tally through remote access in my office by keeping Tally installed at our client place, who may be in good numbers, looks 50 to 100. Kindly reply. Okay, Mohit ji, you can contact me after the session, because connecting or having a remote access is a very big issue. We will have to identify the exact need, and we can have a proper solution. Whatever you are asking for, it is 100% possible. Don't worry, 100% possible. We are already using Tally in such scenario, no problem. So we were discussing about this option. Let us go to display, then let us go to statement of accounts, let us go to Tally audit, and let us go to users. As soon as we go to users, once again this particular option is appearing here, entered by Janak. Even if you are making any type of changes, even if you are making any type of changes to your vouchers, that voucher will reappear in your audit list. After you accept the voucher, it will disappear from the auditing list, and if you accept it, it will appear again in your auditing list. So there is a change made by this person, Janak, who is an accountant and who is making changes to accounting. Now we can ask this person, why you are changing this voucher again and again? What is the problem? It was 10,000 earlier, now it is 1,000. Why it is so? It was 10,000 earlier. It is not visible in Tally by default. As I told you that you need to buy a program, additional program for this purpose. This was something about qualitative aspect of audit. Now let us move to this was about quantitative aspect. Let us move towards qualitative aspect of audit. What is qualitative aspect of audit? Let me explain in this particular option, analysis and verification. There is a question by Giriraj Singh. Can we see the change date and time? Sir, I told you that by default in Tally it is not available, that the date of change, time of change, or what was the figure earlier, it is available with the help of one TDL which is available on Tally shop. By buying this TDL, by installing this TDL, you will be able to view each and every change, date, time, and the original amount also. Now let us move to this analysis and verification part. I am opening this analysis and verification. There are two menus here, data analysis and voucher verification. Data analysis, let us go to data analysis. What is there in data analysis? So many types of ready-made reports are available. So many types of ready-made reports. I am going to give my contact details to you at the end. So if you wish to contact me, you can contact me. All of you are chartered accountants. You are most welcome to contact me by your mode of choice. I am giving you my mobile number as well as email also. Don't worry. And I am going to give it to you in chat box only. So there are so many options available here. So many options available here for auditing. Many times we need to audit the data, and many times we miss certain important points. There might be certain issues, there might be certain aspects which need our attention, and in many cases we miss it. So verification of chart of accounts, stock verification of stock items, verification of balances, analytical procedures, pending documents, periodic receipt and payment, repeated transactions, relative size factors. So many options are there. Let me discuss few options with you right now. Verification of chart of accounts. You can verify the chart of accounts from this menu. Now, what and how you can verify? Tally will do certain work for you and it will save your time. How? Tally has analyzed how many ledgers are there, and out of these ledgers, how many ledgers are not used at all. there are 1246 ledgers which are not used at all in this accounting. Means unused ledgers means there are no transactions, no opening balances. So why these ledgers are appearing in your accounting? Why you should not delete it? This is a question. Otherwise, it is very difficult for us to identify such ledgers. We will have there is a possibility that there are certain customers to whom you have sold in last year, and in this year you are not able to sell anything. Actually, this information is very useful for your clients, for us also. We were dealing with that particular customer. There is a list of such customers. There are around 100 customers which were with us in last year, but this year we were not able to sell anything. Why? We can increase the sales of our clients by giving them this list. This list is readily available. There is a chat from one of the participants. Sir, your voice is gone.
Sir, it just goes once or twice for 3-4 seconds, but nothing major. It is just that shayad, because of the headphone being inside, no, it goes for a few seconds.
Okay, okay. Now it is okay?
Yes, yes, it is perfectly okay, Pankaj sir.
Okay,
Please
okay,
proceed.
okay. Only balances, no transactions. There are certain ledgers where there are only balances, no transactions. Then used in current year means there are ledgers which these ledgers do not have any type of opening balances. So this type of analysis is given by Tally readily. Ready-made analysis is given by Tally. You need not put in your time and efforts in identifying these ledgers. Now let us go inside this verification of stock item. It is just like verification of stock chart of accounts. Similarly, stock items, many a times we deal in variety of stock items and we discontinue these stock items, but these stock items continue in our accounting system for a longer period of time. Such type of analysis is very easily possible. Now there is certain very important aspect. Before we run out of time, let me discuss it with you. Relative size factor. What is this relative size factor? Let me discuss with you. Those who have appeared for CA foundation course, those who have studied statistics in their career as a student, they might be remembering this word. They probably might not be remembering what is relative size factor and how to use it for audit purpose. This will be a refreshing session for them. Let me explain what is relative size factor. I am opening this relative size factor. Before that, let me change the period so that I have the proper data. Let us go to analysis and verification, data analysis. Let us go to relative size factor. Hitesh Popat sir, you are asking certain about customization. This is actually not connected with the topic. We will discuss it offline after end of the session. I am available, no problem. So I am opening this relative size factor. Relative size factor, as soon as I open it, you will observe certain names with some figures here. What is this relative size factor? Let me explain. It is actually a relationship between the highest amount and the second highest amount. I am repeating, it is a relationship between highest amount and second highest amount. It is not a relationship between highest and lowest. Please remember, it is about relationship between the first number and second number transaction. First number means in terms of amount. So how it is relevant for us? Let me explain. Relative size factor in case of write-off. This is the ledger. Relative size factor in case of ledger is 10,000. What does it mean? It means that the relationship between highest and the second highest amount is 10,000. So the second highest amount is 1 rupee 20 paisa. We have written off this particular amount, 1 rupee 20 paisa, and the highest amount of write-off is 12,000. So relationship between 12,000 and 1 rupee 20 paisa is 10,000 times. So why we have written off rupees 12,000? Was there a proper approval by management? What is its impact on GST? Was GST charged on this particular transaction? Was it has it been reversed? Such types of question raises after you check this. Now let me show you something else which is very interesting. Again, let us go to this electricity expenses. Electricity expenses. Relative size factor is 15.26. Open it. Let us open. By and large, what happens? Our electric bill amount, monthly electric bill amount remains the same by and large. In certain months, it may go little bit higher. In certain months, it may be a little less. But if your electric bill is rupees 5,000 per month, approximately it will be 5,000 per month only. It may become 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 maximum. But it is not going to become 50,000 per month in a one particular month, unless and until there is major change in your activity level. So if all the 12 months electricity bills are having amount of rupees 5,000, exactly same amount, the relative size factor, what will be the relative size factor? It will be 1, because the highest amount is 5,000 and second highest amount is also 5,000. So 5,000 divided by 5,000 is equal to 1. So basically what happens? In case of this relative size factor, now you may observe something interesting here. The highest amount is 89,700 and the second highest amount is 5,880. So by and large, our electricity bill is around 5,000. In one particular month, the amount is rupees 89,700. Why it is so? I am opening this particular transaction. And after opening the transaction, you will observe electricity expenses debit 89,700, party account is credited. And what is the narration in this voucher? Being wires, switches and other material purchased for renovation. We have renovated electric connection, electric wiring, complete wiring in our office, and we are debiting it to electricity expenses. So is this ledger correct? Should we debit it to revenue expenditure or should it be capitalized? Now this is the question, this is the decision to be taken by auditor. It may be a revenue expenditure for you, it may be a capital expenditure for you, depending on certain aspects, but we must come to know such type of thing. Just similarly, we have checked this write-off. Write-off, unless and until we come across this particular relative size factor, we would not be able to know that there was a write-off of rupees 12,000. So normally the write-off amount remains the same, 100 rupees, 200 rupees, 300 rupees, 500 rupees, in this way. If the relative size factor is 10,000 so high, it means that the highest amount and the second highest amount, there is a very big difference in highest and second highest. So we are not going into detail. I have just shown it to you that there is a option relative size factor. Similarly, there are so many other options. Actually, audit is such a topic where we can discuss, we can go on discussing all these aspects for one full day, complete day. I have conducted such sessions for full day also. Recently, few months back before Corona, I conducted a session for Visakhapatnam branch. It was a full day session for tally audit features only, along with all practical aspects. So now let us move to the next concept, that is mark change vouchers. We have to discuss few more options. Tracking changes of vouchers. Tracking changes of vouchers, how we can check it. Now 3 more points to be discussed. Very quickly we will discuss it. I know time is running fast. Earlier we used to have one button on right hand side button bar, vertical button bar, F11 features. Now this button is removed by Tally. This button is not available, but still F11 button works. F11, if you wish to press F11 on keyboard, it works, or if you do not know what is F11, what you can do, you can go to this company and you can go to this F11 feature. This option is given here, F11. You can check it. Let me show it to you again. This is F11. So I am opening this F11. Inside F11, there is an option here. What is this option? Let me show it to you. The last option, mark modified vouchers. आपके अकाउंटिंग सिस्टम में जितने भी वाउचर्स चेंज हो रहे हैं वो सारे के सारे चेंज वाउचर का ट्रैकिंग एक अलग लिस्ट आपको मिल सकती है अगर आपने इस ऑप्शन को यस करके रखा है तो आज के बाद ये सेशन खत्म होने के बाद तुरंत आप अपनी टेली कंपनी ओपन कीजिए। मैं आशा करता हूं कि ये सेशन आप ऑफिस में से ही देख रहे हैं तो आप तुरंत ये सेशन खत्म होने के बाद ये ऑप्शन को मतलब देखिए, इसको यस कीजिए। ये ऑप्शन आपके टैली ERP 9 में भी अवेलेबल है। अगर आप ERP 9 यूज कर रहे हैं तो F11 अकाउंटिंग फीचर्स पे जाके आप ये देख सकते हैं। इसे आप यस कीजिए। यस करने के बाद आपके जितने भी चेंजेस है वो चेंजेस का ट्रैकिंग हो जाएगा और एक अलग लिस्ट आपको मिलने वाली है। अब वो लिस्ट आपको कहां पे मिलेगी ये भी मैं आपको बताता हूं। What is the use of this option? Let me explain, Umesh ji. The use of this option is that once you finalize the data, you may file the GST return from Tally, and after filing of GST return, if anybody is making any type of changes in your voucher, it will be easy for us to track those changes. तो ये चेंजेस जो हो रहे हैं वो सारे के सारे ट्रैक हो जाएंगे और आपको पता चलेगा कि कहाँ कहाँ चेंजेस हो रहे हैं। Let us go to display more reports. Inside display more reports, let us go to exception reports. Inside exception reports, there is an option here. What is the option? Marked vouchers. I am opening this voucher, opening this option. अब यहाँ पे आप देख रहे हैं कि यहाँ पे 4-5 ऑप्शन दिख रहे हैं। यहाँ पे there is an option here, clear all marking. I am selecting one particular voucher and clicking on clear all marking. यहाँ पे आप एक एक वाउचर को क्लियर नहीं कर सकते, एक साथ सारे के सारे वाउचर क्लियर हो जाएंगे। तो यहाँ से वाउचर्स निकल गए हैं। अब मैं फिर से आपको यहाँ पे एंट्री करके दिखाता हूँ। एक एंट्री मैंने यहाँ पे कर दिया 10,000 रुपीज की। Now let us see whether this entry is appearing in my mark vouchers report. Display, then exception reports at the bottom, then let us go to mark vouchers. Yes, this entry is appearing here. Whenever we create a new voucher, it will appear here. Means after you finalized your GST data, after you upload your GST return, there should not be any changes to your vouchers. Otherwise it may create havoc for you. Please remember, once you file the GST return from Tally and after your filing of GST return, if GST data, if accounting data is getting changed, it will consume huge amount of time for you to reconcile what was the original data. Now let us see one more thing. I am going to this display and demo. I am changing one particular voucher, this 59,000 rupees voucher. I am 50,000 plus GST. I am making it 80,000 plus GST. अगर मैं कोई वाउचर चेंज करता हूं तो चेंज जो वाउचर हो रहा है मेरा उसमें भी ये मार्क चेंजेस में आता है क्या? तो 50,000 के बदले मैंने इसको चेंज कर दिया, 80,000 रुपए कर दिया मैंने। अब फिर से देखता हूं मैं। लेट अस गो टू डिस्प्ले मोर रिपोर्ट्स, देन लेट अस गो टू एक्सेप्शन रिपोर्ट्स, let us go to mark vouchers. Now this voucher is also appearing here. What does it mean? It means that whatever may be the changes to vouchers, may it be creation, may it be alteration, both types of changes will appear here. There is a question, let me check. Username available for mark vouchers? No. Just a minute. Username available for mark vouchers. This option is available here. I have pressed F12, show entered oblique altered by. Username is available, entered by A, entered by A. This option is available here. You can check it. Now let us move to the next point. data analysis, and last is making use of GoTo. Data analysis is a very broad topic in Tally. What we can do with this data analysis? Let me explain. Data analysis can be done in variety of ways. You can analyze the data. One simple method for data analysis is in Tally is that make it a habit of pressing F12 in each and every report. I am going to balance sheet, I am pressing F12. Inside F12, I am having one option as show percentages, Control A. As soon as I press enter here, I am getting percentages for each and every figure in balance sheet. अब ये परसेंटेज जो निकल रहा है ये कहां से निकल रहा है? ये बैलेंस शीट की टोटल जो है उसको टैली ने समझा है 100% और हर इंडिविजुअल फिगर को टैली ने परसेंटेज के फॉर्मेट में डिस्प्ले किया है. अब आपके करंट एसेट आपके बिजनेस में कितने हैं? आपके बिजनेस में करंट एसेट है टोटल एसेट के 71% और फिक्स्ड एसेट है 4.76%. इज इट गुड, इज इट बैड? इट इज अप टू यू ओनली. ये अच्छी बात है, बुरी बात है, ये आपका बिजनेस क्या है उसके ऊपर निर्भर करता है. लायबिलिटीज देखिए, लायबिलिटीज में लॉन्ग टर्म लायबिलिटीज कितनी है? 34.60%. सिमिलरली दिस कैन बी डन इन प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट ऑल्सो. ये बहुत छोटी चीज मैं आपको बता रहा हूं, लेकिन कभी कभी ऐसा होता है कि बहुत बड़ी चीज ढूंढने के चक्कर में हम छोटी छोटी चीजों को भूल जाते हैं, उसकी तरफ देखते ही नहीं है. यहाँ पे भी प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट में भी परसेंटेज दिया है. यू कैन कैलकुलेट द परसेंटेज. अब यहाँ पे ये परसेंटेज जो कैलकुलेट यू कैन हैव अ लुक एट परसेंटेज. आप कैलकुलेट करने की जरूरत ही नहीं आपको. अब यहाँ पे जो परसेंटेज कैलकुलेशन हो रहा है ये कौन से बेसिस पे हो रहा है? ये परसेंटेज कैलकुलेशन टोटल के बेसिस पे नहीं हो रहा है, ये हो रहा है सेल्स के बेसिस पे. आप यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं सेल्स इज कंसीडर्ड एज 100% एंड बाकी सारी जो चीजें हैं ये सेल्स के रेफरेंस में कैलकुलेट हुई है. तो सेल्स के रेफरेंस में आपका परचेस कितना है, ओपनिंग स्टॉक कितना है, इनडायरेक्ट इनकम, डायरेक्ट इनकम, इनडायरेक्ट एक्सपेंसेस, वॉट एवर इट मे बी, इट इज डिस्प्लेड इन दिस रेफरेंस. So analysis of data becomes very easy if you press F12. F12 is available in all the reports in Tally. Just press F12. You will have amazing options. And in every release, please remember, if we press F12 in a particular report today, and after 2-3 months, if you press F12, you will find certain changes if you change the release of Tally, because Tally people are continuously upgrading their Tally software and they are making a lot of changes in F12 options. So F12 options do not remain the same as it is. Tally people go on adding variety of options in F12. So every time you press F12 in variety of reports, you will find certain new exciting things. There is a question, due to statutory difference from country to country, can we access manual configuration to fit with tax procedures of the country? Manual configuration, this question actually relates to different country. So whenever we create a company in Tally, there is an option to select the country for that particular company. If you select that particular country, relevant country, automatically all the options, all the statutory options relating to that country are activated in Tally company by default automatically. So you need not do anything. Satish Kabur, is it possible to have seminar fully devoted to Tally audit? Yes, 100% possible, no problem at all. Where are you from? From which city? Currently this question is irrelevant, I know, because city has got no reference now because all the sessions are online, but still just as a matter of curiosity. Kolhapur, okay. There is one participant from Rwanda also, international participant, very good. So now we have come to the last option, that is making use of GoTo. Those who have used Tally software, Tally Prime software, they might be knowing that this is really a very interesting, very user friendly and very exciting feature. This GoTo option is available. What is the advantage of using GoTo? G and underline, it means that we can operate it with the help of Alter G. We can operate it with the help of Alter G, and as soon as you press Alter G, Variety of options are available. Variety of options are available. As I told you, what we should do, we should explore. Ah, expand all. There is an option. I am pressing expand all. Then collapse all. Two options are available. I can go to balance sheet. Now I am in balance sheet. What I can do? Let me tell you something really interesting about this go to feature. I am going to this voucher. I am creating a sales voucher. Let us say I am creating a sales voucher. Alter I. Let us select certain item invoice. Let us select certain stock items here. I am creating this bill, and at the time of creating this bill, somebody is coming to me, my boss is coming to me, and my boss is asking for what is the figure, current figure of debtors. Let me know what is the current figure of debtors, how much I have to obtain from market, how much I have to obtain from market. So this is the bill I am recording. Now earlier what used to happen, I have to press escape and then I have to go to profit and loss of balance sheet, and inside balance sheet I have to check the debtor figure. I can do the same thing right now also in this version also, but if I press escape I will lose the data which is entered on the screen currently. So what if I do not want to lose that data, I am going to this go to. When I press go to, I am going to balance sheet. Inside balance sheet, I am going to current assets. And after going to current assets, this is the figure 8,01,743.42. I am telling it to my boss. If my boss is asking for details, I am again opening this and I can have a complete list of data. But my boss is not interested in complete list. He is just interested in total figure. Now what happens if I press escape? I come back to balance sheet, and again if I press to escape, I am back in my original screen, that is sales voucher. This is the beauty of go to feature. You can go to any screen from any screen, and at the same time you can maintain whatever you are doing in previous screen. I am now saving this screen. As soon as I save it, now it is okay. Once again I am pressing Alt G. I am go to cash book. I am opening this, and if I press escape, again I will be back in my sales voucher. This is the advantage of go to feature. So Janakji.
Yes, Pankaj sir, I'm fully there with you.
Yes. I hope I have completed all the aspects. Now if there are any queries, I am ready to answer.
Yes, in fact, there was so much of engagement in the forum. It is one of the most highly engaged sessions. And in fact, yes, one of the participants had requested for audit session.
Yes.
We will surely plan about it, sir. What say?
Yes, 100%, no problem.
Yeah, so I'm going to the Q&A, Pankaj sir. You can use same. Maybe if you want to take certain questions first.
Yes. Okay, no problem. First of all, I am giving my mobile number here so that anybody can contact me. So this is my mobile number. I have given it to you. Deliberately, I am giving it through chat. Now there are certain questions. Let me check all the questions one by one.
Pankaj sir, if you can share the email as well, they can write to you maybe also.
Email is given here itself.
Yeah. Okay.
In presentation. I hope it is visible. Is my PowerPoint screen visible to you? Janak sir?
Yes, Pankaj sir. Yes, Pankaj.
Yes. So pankaj@indradhanu.info. This is my email. You can contact me by mobile or email or WhatsApp, whatever it may be. There are questions. Now let me handle the questions one by one. Anonymous attendee. I have Tally Auditor version. My server is running on 32-bit Windows 7 and my PC on Windows 10. Since Tally Prime does not work on 32-bit, can I use it on my Windows 10 PC as client? Janak sir, I hope that you will be in a better position to answer this question. It is about technical aspect. It is
Yeah.
not about functional aspect. Yes.
Yeah. I'll take that. I'll take that. So whoever it is, while we do not have our mastery on client server architecture, and we won't be really able to comment, the best thing would be to, for client server architecture, whoever has set it up with you, you'll have to consult with them. As far as the 32-bit and 64-bit is concerned, Tally Prime is deliberately made to support 64-bit architecture, because all the new age applications are made using that. So we do not want to have कि वो 32-bit के कारण कुछ भी redundancy आ जाए. So this was one conscious call which was taken. But however, for client server thing, we suggest you get in touch with your partner who has implemented this for you. Yes, Pankaj sir.
Yes. Now second question,
Just
Veranity
one
hardware.
second.
Yes.
One second. I would like to contribute over here.
Yes.
One thing means I'm reading that question. I have a Tally Auditor version. My server is running on 32-bit Windows 7. A server with 32-bit and Windows 7 will give you very less speed for all the other machines also. The throughput will not be good. So as a consultant of hardware, I would really suggest you to upgrade your server to 64-bit, which is really futuristic. And it's not that it has just come up right now. So from last 10 years, this technology has been upgraded to 64. Many technologies have been upgraded to 64-bit. So a small request that we upgraded to 64-bit. And second thing is that yes, considering the future enhancements of Tally, we have brought up this Tally Prime, and there would be many things embedded on this application. So it would be really difficult to bifurcate between what would work in 32 bits and what would be working in 64-bit. So that demarcation was a hard task for the customers. So that's why it was a deliberate decision to make Tally Prime on 64-bit.
In fact, Vikasji has raised hand if he wants to add something to this.
Yes,
Vikasji, you
yes.
wanted to add something?
No, sir, not for this point.
Okay.
To ask a question.
Yeah, you can ask your questions. No problem.
Sir, as you have just done the security settings,
Yes.
at that time you told that this managerial level should have the option of creation of accounts.
Yes.
But what happens that he doesn't have the details,
Okay.
just like address details, GST details.
Yes.
This is the thing that we are not using the security level.
Okay.
So there is a suggestion, can it be a multi-layered?
Multi-layered means?
Means accounting and grouping should be allowed for financial.
Okay.
And the more details button.
Okay. So such type of facility is not available in Tally currently, but it is a good suggestion and it can be accepted. Janakji and Darshanji, just note this suggestion. It is a suggestion that multi-layered security is needed. Means you mean to say that ledger creation should be allowed, and these types of details means contact details, email, this should not be allowed. Is it so?
Yes, sir. Because of this, we have to give access.
Yes. Right.
Scenario vulnerable.
Okay.
See, considering, I just would like to share, there are, I have few clients, how they are working is, whenever there is this is a workaround, and rather considering the multi-level security, Tally should be much more simpler in such type of adoption. So that's why we have kept it very simple for the implementation. Second thing, the workaround. What workaround we suggest to our client is, one of our client called as Stalin South Asia Private Limited. What they do from their data entry perspective, if they want to build to any new customer, so they have given a template to them that can kindly fill up this template with all the details of address, GST number, and so, forward it to the manager, and they will create the master, and then they can pass the entry. So a process is laid down for such type of requirement. So considering the SME level of way of working, this would be really a good way of workaround, right, Pankaj?
Yes, right. So let us move to the next question one by one. Quickly, we will answer all the questions. User access is good. How can we find if someone deleted a transaction? Deletion log is there always. There is always a deletion log in Tally. Who has deleted? It is available in Tally, but what was the figure before deletion? It is not available in Tally. Now, next question by Aparna Bhosle. Want to restrict access to payroll, but want to give access to cost center. But payroll entries are visible from cost center. How I can do this? Aparna ji, this question can be answered by checking your data only, because there are certain aspects in security control which are very minute, very minute. Many a times at the time of restricting one access, the other access gets opened, or that may get restricted also. So basically, let me tell you what is the logic of cost center in Tally. Cost center in Tally is used for payroll also. So in case of payroll, the complete payroll system is designed by Tally with the help of cost center. So cost center and payroll overlaps with each other to some extent. We will have to check your data, what you exactly want, and we may find certain solution for this purpose. Yes. Next question, when we are changing, Soma Shekhar, when we are changing the GST registration type, all old vouchers are getting changed. Darshan sir, I think you are the right person, because you are doing this statutory aspect, you are working around statutory aspects since last so many years in Tally. This is the question?
And,
Yes.
and I know the pain also of this problem.
Yes, yes, you know the pain also, because you have encountered many such problems. Yes, go ahead, please.
So definitely the point raised is really genuine, and from last many months we are trying to resolve this, and we are expecting this in the one release after the next release. So our next release is in December. So
Yes.
there would be one more release after that, and there we will be giving with effect from. So with effect from one history we are going to store over there.
Yes.
When he became registered, or when he became when he was composite and then he changed to registered regular one. So that type of history we are going to maintain. The earlier architecture of Tally ERP9 was not, we are not able to get much support onto that part, but Tally Prime will help us for this. So we'll definitely see to it that you get this answer very soon. Second thing, current workaround would be, yes, we need to go to those transactions, and there we have to mark the things manually. During the transaction we get supplementary details. So in that supplementary details, we will have to select unregistered for the time being. Okay, so that it would not create a problem for those transactions which were earlier without unregistered, and now Tally is prompting us that this transaction have become registered now. So kindly do the correction for it. So a small request that the workaround is that you go into supplementary details and select unregistered for that specific transactions. So currently this is the way how we can try to resolve it.
Okay, okay. Thank you very much, Darshanji.
And we'll solve it very soon.
Yes.
Promise.
We are also waiting for it.
Yeah.
There are certain chats. Let me read questions in chat also. Is there any data migration when we change from Tally ERP9 to Tally Prime? Yes, there is a data migration, but it is a very simple process, very user-friendly process. You just open the company, automatically the data will get migrated. You need not do anything special. Umesh Nandiwale, we can use multi-address for party also for this is a suggestion. Okay, no problem. Now there is a question by Vikas Acharya. Is it possible to view what changes is being made to vouchers? Is there any log maintained for altered or deleted vouchers, or do we have to get it customized through TDL? As I told you earlier, there is a ready TDL available on Tally Shop. You can buy it for 700-800 rupees only. It is a very cheap TDL, but it is a very effective TDL. But at the same time, please remember, this type of log is available for you as well as all the persons, including income tax department. So you must think before implementing this TDL. Please remember. If it is okay, then you can go ahead. Deletion log is available. Which navigation? By default, it is not available. It is a special feature available in that TDL only. You can buy that TDL. Sir, how to know number of entries? Samir Kaswala, number of entries passed on a particular day. That is today, 19th November, 100 entries are passed for different. So how we can know? According to my knowledge, this facility is not available. Darshan sir, is it available in Tally? Can we check how many vouchers are recorded on a particular date? Darshan sir.
Sorry, not exactly. We cannot, we do not capture the system date and time
Yes.
for any transaction. And mm, that's why we cannot filter based upon the date when we have punched the transaction or
Yes.
altered the transaction.
Right.
So,
So by default, that is not available in Tally. Again, it is a matter of customization. If it is your actual need, you can get it customized. That is possible.
or else what you can do is that you can keep on auditing every day. Means the audit feature which Pankaj sir has shown us, that you audit all the transactions. The next day, whatever transactions comes across, that can be very well filtered, whether it is for previous day or whether it is for the same day. So that all can be tracked well with that audit feature, right,
Okay.
Pankaj ji?
Yes, right. It is right, but probably his intention to ask this question is little bit different. I am understanding. He wants
Yeah.
to know that if there is any transaction recorded on a holiday, is it your question? Means the person who is committing the fraud is recording the transaction on a holiday. If it is your question, there is a facility in Tally, in that Tally audit, you can mark your holiday dates, and if there are any transactions recorded on that particular day, this particular report is available. But for that
No,
purpose, you need to mark your holidays in advance.
Pankaj ji,
Ah.
that is that is transaction holiday days. It is not the system holiday day.
Okay,
So
okay. So
that
means,
also.
so that is also will not work for him. Okay, doesn't matter. So I hope there is one more question. P. Maheshwar Reddy. If we done the customer invoice in multiple address, Prime is not picking the latest address which we given in supplementary address at time of invoice generate. It's taking only previous address only. He is asking that if we are creating a customer, if we are creating an invoice with multiple address, it is not picking the latest address. Matlab means address from last invoice. It will not consider the address from last invoice. It will consider the address from address which is set in masters. So masters, if you are in setting the address in masters, multiple addresses, you have to choose the particular address. By default, it will not pick the latest address. So
Sir,
Janak sir,
the latest address which is being told here by understood by Tally is that primary address. So whatever is the primary address given in the transaction,
yes,
given in the master on the face of
okay,
the master creation. So that is considered as the primary address, and
yes,
then later on multiple addresses are there. So whenever
yes,
we do the transaction, it will first pick up the primary address that is the first on the face of the master. And then
yes.
if we want to change it, we select it from the list of multiple addresses. So that is the behavior of Tally.
Yes. So Janak sir, I hope we have answered all the queries.
One last query has come up. Maybe we can take it up. Beren ji is asking, is there any possibility of manual configuration of GST?
What is manual configuration of GST? I am
Beren
not
ji, would
able to
you?
understand.
Yeah, even so, I had.
What is
Beren ji, if you,
manual and what is manual and what is automatic configuration?
so maybe Beren ji, you can. Is
Tax
there any?
configuration means you mean to say that you want to set the rate on your own, rate of tax. Is it so? Yes, it is by default available in Tally. You can change the rate at any point of time. The history of rate is also maintained in Tally. Manual configuration means GST setup. At the time of doing GST setup, you have to set the GST rate for a particular product, for a particular type of transaction. It can be set at variety of levels: company level, stock item, stock group, ledger group, voucher level. Any type of level can be used for setting the GST rate. It is possible. Yes, 100%. Vikas Baheti, suggestion for Team Tally. Please provide option to copy address from multi-address from primary address to new address. So this is a suggestion to you, Janakji.
Yes, Vikas ji. we have taken that, so we can take that on copying the address and pasting it in your invoice if required.
Yes, yes. So Vandana madam is saying that next lecture is on GST only. So your questions on GST will be answered. All questions will be answered in next session.
Yeah, in fact, next Thursday we have session of Vanna ma'am. So
Yes,
the
yes.
details will, and the detailed email and invites will go out shortly by
Yes.
Saturday and Monday. So watch out this space for more.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
So in fact, Atulji is asking, okay, once you move the data from ERP 9 to Prime, can you use the same data on ERP 9? Pankaj sir, would you like to address that?
I have not checked it so far when we can, whether we can use it, but my logic says that it won't be possible.
Yeah, because Prime requires migration, and when something requires migration, so in case if you move back to the lower version, there are high chances of data loss. वो क्या
Yes.
data जाएगा, that we don't know, so it is not very advisable.
Yes.
So let me see if there are anything pending. Kindly
Mangesh is raising his hand. Janak.
Yeah, let me unmute Mangesh ji. Mangesh ji, yes, if you can go on unmute and tell us your feedback or your query or something. Mangesh ji. I think that was out of mistake. Mangesh ji, if you can hear us, you can kindly provide narration templates. Mangesh ji is not mic
Yes.
problems.
Okay. Okay.
But didn't completely understand what does
This is, yes, this is old requirement. Since last so many years, people are asking for this. Provide template for standard narration, so that, because what happens in many cases, the user who is recording the transaction, the data entry operator, he is not well versed with English. He cannot write the proper narration. So in that case, there may be so many types of spelling mistakes. Just to avoid these mistakes, we can provide him the narration, proper narration. His job is to just select from the drop down list. This is the need. Mangesh ji, right? So this is a need of our, and it has been asked since last so many years. Now it is a high time. I should think that Tally should provide this option, standard narration or drop down narrations.
Pankaj, I have a different views onto it.
Okay.
On a very simple area, maybe I would say that Tally would not do anything for it.
Okay.
The reason being that there are many such things like this which Tally should have, okay, because of the need of some type of people or some geographies or something of reason, which are not generic, so much generic in nature. Yes, if I give, yes, many people would use it, but that is not an urgent need, or that is not a mandatory need. So that is one thing. Second thing, for such type of solution, we have a very good option called as Tally Shop. Okay, so Tally Shop modules has this provision, this requirement that I want standard narrations. So you can, and they are at a very nominal cost, say around 270 rupees or 300 rupees. I don't know the exact cost of it, but they are very nominal fees, and they are plug and play options. So one can, from Tally itself, they can buy this Tally Shop for standard narration, for security controls. Also, there are many things which are there.
Yes.
So you can definitely explore this option of Tally Shop, which will answer many requirements of it. एक बहुत ही बढ़िया रिक्वायरमेंट है जो मुझे हमेशा लगती है कि बैलेंस शीट को मुझे पूरे खुल के देखना है. वो उसके सब लेजर्स या ग्रुप्स कभी कभार नहीं आते हैं, स्पेशली पर्सनल अकाउंट्स जो लिखते हैं उन लोगों को ये हमेशा लगता है कि बैलेंस शीट के अंदर सभी मेरे जो सब ग्रुप्स या सब लेजर्स आए सब मेरे को बैलेंस शीट में दिख जाए. So this type of requirement is very well met in the Tally Shop, and I would really wish that you explore the Tally Shop. You will really find that many of your requirements are very neatly presented over there. So based upon your clientele's requirement, you can select the options and tell them to have for their licenses.
Yes.
Janak?
Yeah. So Pankaj sir, there is one last query pending. Would you like to take that?
This would be final one. This would be final one.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are the reports available for statutory and tax audit report preparation? What are the reports available for statutory and tax audit report preparation? Okay.
Pankaj sir, your voice is gone.
Hello, is it okay?
Yes, yes, Pankaj sir.
Just a minute. In case of tax audit, in case of statutory audit means company audit or trust audit, society audit, basically the audit remains the same. There are no readily available reports in Tally as far as these audits are concerned, but we can identify the information from Tally itself to a great extent. Many times, for example, is there any violation of section 279, 216 SS? So 216 SS violation can be identified with the help of trial balance. We cannot have a ready report for this particular aspect of tax audit. So by default, it is not available. We have to do it manually only.
Yeah. So I think that's it. There are no more queries or anything. And
Yes.
Pankaj sir, shall we conclude?
Yes, sure.
Janak, I would like to
Yes,
give
Darshan.
the closing.
Yeah, please.
Permitted?
Yes, 100%. Please, Darshan.
So a few messages from our side, from the Tally company side. We have built up a new platform for exploring new things in Tally, and you would be seeing the technology changes which are coming across very soon in the upcoming releases, and you will find very frequent releases in Tally Prime. So that is one thing. Second thing is that I would really thank Pankaj ji on one part, and I'm a lot of thanks to him. Today you would be seeing that during the entire session he might be coughing a lot of time and even having water a lot of time. Today morning he was not well, and still he said that let's not cancel this, let's have this session. And really hats off to Pankaj ji. That's why the fraternity loves you a lot on this part. Your dedication towards the work, and I'm really thankful from the Tally team for conducting this. And today, even being a product expert from last 15 years in Tally, today even from your session I have learned a lot of things. So, and definitely all the participants in the entire team, okay, would have learned many good things from your side. So thank you so much for taking up this session, and we see more and more engagement with you. And see to it that and we'll also pray from our side about your good health. It never gets retarded, and we always wish that you're always happy and healthy. So
Yes.
thank you so much for this.
Thank you very much, Darshan sir. It is just out of love and affection for Tally only.
True.
So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Darshan sir. We will close the session. Thank you, Pankaj sir. Lot of compliments coming. Get well soon. Yeah, best wishes to Pankaj sir. Please get well soon. Yeah. So watch out this space for more. And once again, bye all. Thank you, Pankaj sir, Darshan sir.